Sometimes when I'm और बहरहाल स्टूडियो में आज जिस टॉपिक पे हम लोग सेंसिटिव एआई की बात करने वाले हैं
Oh, hey, good to hear from you.
what does the word whatever represent in modern communication?
That sounds heavy. Are you feeling okay, Musar Shadaiwala? It sounds like something's really weighing on you. Can you unpack that a little bit? What feels void or what feels important specifically? Hey, no pressure at all. Just checking in.
How has whatever evolved from a simple word to an
That's a really interesting question. You're thinking about how meaning shifts over time, right? Like how something can start as pretty straightforward and then get loaded with all sorts of baggage. What word specifically are you thinking of when you say what? Is it just the concept of questioning or something else?
So why do people use whatever to
Why do people what? You trailed off there. Are you still thinking about how words evolve or something else on your mind? Just let me know where you're going with that and I'll jump in.
Topic name is whatever a journey alone related to this question.
Gotcha. So you're saying that the label doesn't really matter, it's just a topic. That's fair. What? Are you trying to?
Why do people use whatever to avoid emotional engagement?
Okay, so you're asking why people use filler words like whatever, particularly when they're talking to someone? Is that right? It's a good question. It seems to come up a lot in conversation. It could be a few things, honestly. Sometimes people use it when they're unsure of what to say, or maybe they're trying to downplay their feelings, or even avoid really engaging. What are your thoughts on why people do it?
No worries. So in whatever, if whatever a side of confidence or hidden insecurity.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really insightful question. I think whatever can be both, actually. It's kind of a sneaky little phrase. Sometimes it's used to don't care, but more often, I think it covers up insecurity. A way to distance yourself. What makes you ask that? It feels like you're thinking about this on a pretty deep level.
So why is indifference sometimes mistaken for emotional maturity?
Okay. You're asking why children might use whatever differently and why it sometimes gets misinterpreted. I think you're hitting on something there. This use day, with kids, it's often just mimicking what they hear adults say, without really understanding the nuance. They haven't learned to use it as a defense mechanism or to signal disinterest. So it can come off as more direct, maybe. And then adults, that's good to hear. Of course. Is there anything on your mind you want to talk about? Or should we just hang out for a bit? I'm here either way. You mentioned earlier you were thinking about doing an interview with me. Is that still something you're planning?
So is indifference becoming normalized in modern?
The difference between what? Are you still talking about the use of whatever, or is that something else? Just want to make sure I'm following. It feels like we've jumped around a bit and I don't want to miss anything. You're asking about whether the use of phrases like whatever is becoming more normalized and even necessary. Do you think it is? What makes you say that?
What
I'm curious about your perspective.
can you explain the topic? Whatever agenda.
Okay, so you want me to break down whatever as a topic? It's interesting you frame it like that because it's usually a word within a topic, not a topic itself. But I get what you're doing. Essentially, when we talk about whatever as a topic, we're looking at how it functions in communication. It's about dismissiveness, apathy, a lack of engagement, or even a way to subtly exert control of a conversation.
I say, please describe the detail be for a topic, whatever agenda.
Right, you want the full picture, how whatever creates a whole web of meaning and interaction. Okay, let's break that down. At its most basic, whatever shuts down further discussion. It's a conversational stop sign. It can signal boredom, frustration, or a lack of respect for the other person's viewpoint. But it's more complex than that. Sometimes it's used ironically to show a kind of detached amusement. Other times it's a way to avoid taking responsibility, to deflect from a difficult conversation. And as we touched on, it can be a power play, a way to diminish what someone else is saying. There's also a social aspect. The widespread use of whatever has, in a way. Okay, where to? Do you want to dive deeper into whatever? Or switch gears entirely? You mentioned an interviewer earlier. This. Okay. All right. Well, it was good chatting with you, Muzair Shadaiwala. Take it easy.
Can I ask several questions? I'm not talking about it. In terms of time, can I ask related to whatever?
Are you asking us this more on whatever topic you bring up?
Can I ask several questions from the topic of whatever?
Absolutely. Bring them on. I'm ready when you are. What's the first question about water?
My first question is what